The elegance under pressure is the result of fearlessness. My only advice is to stay aware, listen carefully, and yell for help if you need it. Do not use life to give life to death. Do not use death to bring death to life. Do good, live in the most positive and joyful way possible every day. Human beings must have action, and they will make it if they cannot find it. If I have a platform and a voice, I should use it for my people. In war, then, let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. Don't bite off more than you can chew, because nobody looks attractive spitting it back out. Remember that the happiest people are not those getting more, but those giving more. Opening up to the wrong person is like putting ammo in their hands. Peace proposals unaccompanied by a sworn covenant indicate a plot. The snow goose need not bathe to make itself white. Neither need you do anything but be yourself. Decide what you want to be, pay the price, and be what you want to be. A real scientist solves problems, not wails that they are unsolvable. Just go with it, he thought. You won't figure out anything if you give in to fear. Those who do not think about the future cannot have one. All shall be done, but it may be harder than you think. Understanding that rests in what it does not understand is the finest. To realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. I speak gibberish to the civilized world, and it replies in kind. Of all those in the army close to the commander, none is more intimate than the secret agent. I shall allow no man to belittle my soul by making me hate him. Fear can only grow in darkness. Once you face fear with light, you win. Even if you are on the right track, but just sit there, you will still get run over. Only those people create history who doesn't live in the future. It's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. Everything in life is speaking in spite of its apparent silence. The older I grow, the more I distrust the familiar doctrine that age brings wisdom. Life is more or less a lie, but then again, that's exactly the way we want it to be. I knew it like destiny, and at the same time, I knew it as choice. It's not what you are in life, but what you make of it. Nothing isn't better or worse than anything. Nothing is just nothing. Fear is nothing more than a negative assessment of risk. A rose does not answer its enemies with words, but with beauty. Unless you enter the tiger's lair, you cannot get hold of the tiger's cubs. Life happens, shit happens, and it happens a lot, to a lot of people. And when all the wars are over, a butterfly will still be beautiful. It takes greater faith to dance in the dark than to rest in light. When they say the sky's the limit to me, that's really true. What is important is not what you hear said, it's what you observe. You fall because you are human, and rise because you are divine. Sometimes the questions are complicated, and the answers are simple. Either in conflict with others or in harmony with them, we go through life like a runaway horse, unable to stop. A clown on a throne is still a clown. A king in rags is still a king. If the path before you is clear, you're probably on someone else's. all things one has forgotten, scream for help in dreams. Build your opponent a golden bridge to retreat across. We seek the fire of the spark that is already within us. If ignorant both of your enemy and yourself, you are certain to be in peril. A traitor's just a patriot on the wrong side of winning. Great knowledge sees all in one. Small knowledge breaks down into the many. Growing up is losing some illusions in order to acquire others. Loving yourself is required for authentic relationships. Life doesn't require ideals. It requires standards of action. Don't worry about the negative people may say about you. Learn from it and move on. The sidelines may be safer, but life is played on the field. Real knowledge is to know the extent of one's ignorance. Some things in life are too complicated to explain in any language. Excuses are merely nails used to build a house of failure. Everything has to be all right. Maybe not today, but eventually. Keep their friends close and their enemies closer. A truth that's told with bad intent beats all the lies you can invent. Feeling guilty does not set us free. Being equipped sets us free. There is an intelligent way to eat a live frog. I just don't know what it is. The scholar does not consider gold and jade to be precious treasures, but loyalty and good faith. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are near. Until death itself comes, no calamity need be feared. Great knowledge is universal. Small knowledge is limited. Great words are inspiring. Small words are chatter. Respect is earned. Honesty is appreciated. Trust is gained. Loyalty is returned. When you're the most happening person at the party, it's time to leave. Study the past if you want to define the future. Creativity is intelligence having fun. True, life is complex, but so are a great many accidents. No other success can compensate for failure in the home. Most of what I say is complete truth. My edit button is broken. Everything is hard before it is easy. Truth is what your contemporaries let you get away with. If you have the courage to begin, you have the courage to succeed. Nothing can be more hurtful to your heart than betraying yourself. Stay close to anything that makes you glad you are alive. Attack is the secret of defense. Defense is the planning of an attack. In my deepest wound, I saw your glory, and it dazzled me. Belief can be manipulated. Only knowledge is dangerous. There is no instance of a nation benefiting from prolonged warfare. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. Wit seduces by signaling intelligence without nerdiness. The nourishment of body is food, while the nourishment of the soul is feeding others. Life is like an onion. You peel it off one layer at a time, and sometimes you weep. I never fail. It's just that the people around me succeed more than I. Life is short. Live it. Love is rare. Grab it. Anger is bad. Dump it. Fear is awful. Face it. Memories are sweet. Cherish them. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Be wiser than other people if you can, but do not tell them so. In the haunted house of life, Art is the only stair that doesn't creak. We must meet the challenge rather than wish it were not before us. The skillful employer of men will employ the wise man, the brave man, the covetous man, and the stupid man. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. Challenges in life can either enrich you or poison you. You are the one who decides. There's more to logic than identifying logical fallacies. Faithless is he that says farewell when the road darkens. Our ability to adapt is amazing. Our ability to change isn't quite as spectacular.